Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I am presenting you my 2023 bullet journal setup. If you've been around the past year, you know that I've been using Notebook Therapy Tsuki Ichigo journal, but this year I decided to go with a different brand just to spice things up a little bit and try something new. So I went with a brand that is called Buke notebooks, and this is a 180 GSM paper notebook, just white with pretty purple cover and a nice lunar motif made in gold foil on top. Also, I really enjoyed the amount of freebies that was put into the box, which included some stickers, a nice pen holder, and a pretty paper ruler. This journal, like many others you can find on the market, also has a nice elastic band to hold the journal together, 3 bookmarks, which I found pretty nice, the more the better, and also a nice pocket in the back of the journal to store some excess paper or stickers you would want to use in the future projects. And now, as all the unpacking stuff done, we are finally ready to start with the journal itself. For the cover page, I decided to go with a simply writing down my name. If you've seen my 2022 setup, you know that I did a big extra spread with the journal name, with some grid spacing rules. I decided not to do anything like this year, just because I didn't really find it that practical. I know that a lot of people absolutely adore the grid spacing charts. I just never use it. I feel like by the time I get to plan my very first monthly spreads, I already kind of know how big or how small I want the boxes to be, and going further into the next months, I just copy it, and I don't really need grid spacing chart anymore, even though this year I'm going with A5 journal, not B5 like last year, but I still feel pretty comfortable with the spacing without actually looking at any graphs. As for the very first spread of the journal, you can probably see I went with a little bit unusual spread. It is not a regular goals page, it is just a page that I saw a person do on YouTube. I'm gonna link their channel down below in the description. It is a page called Then and Now, or Then and Again, which you fill in the beginning of the year and in the end of the year or end of the journal, just to see what you've achieved in the some things you want to track. And for the decoration, I decided to go this year with a little bit more simple spreads, no doodles on the pages, just these little lines of patterns made in blue, dark blue gouache with some white. Moving on to the next spread, it is a little bit more familiar to probably everybody who does bullet journaling. It is my future log. A lot of people really don't like writing down all those tedious months because a lot of people find it very difficult to maintain the right numbering. I don't really like writing all of the numbers down, but I just pre-make the spread in pencil, and then I'm sure that I won't make any mistakes. Well, therefore, I'm not going to be that mad in the end. And because I don't have a white gel pen yet, I ordered it, but it didn't arrive yet. I had to improvise, and I did the writing here for the months in gouache, which was very difficult. I didn't realize how difficult it actually was, and the first months turned out pretty wonky, but I feel like by the end of the writing the months, I got a little bit better at it, so it looks a bit prettier. And for the decoration of this page, unlike the first page where I did some white with some yellow and red, I just felt like it wasn't really exactly what I wanted. So I decided to go with a little bit lighter blue color to make the patterns very subtle. And I just felt like it turned out pretty good. It is quite pretty. It is very interesting coloring combination, and I like it. And just like that, as all the very tedious writing of the days of the year is done, we are moving on to the next spread, which is gonna be my wish list and gift list page, and also when did I lost page. I really wanted to try to keep tracking my cleaning schedule in this journal because last year it didn't really turn out that well. Even though I really want to get better at tracking cleaning and in general to make cleaning a bit less tedious of a job, I decided to try a little bit of a different layout and see maybe this will make me want to clean more often. So to make this spread a bit different, I decided to try the layout people usually use to track the mood, which is often referred to as year in pixels. So in here I did the same kind of spread with the table for each day of the year, and I'm just gonna write down a little key next to it, marking different types of cleaning routines, maybe like vacuuming or changing the bed sheets. And I'm just gonna do a little circle on the day of that month when I did it. As for the decoration, I feel like for that exact spread, I found exactly what I wanted to do for the coloring scheme. So I just did again this dark blue background and bright white patterns. It for some reason turned out to be mostly different plants and flower shapes. Obviously nothing too exact or too specific. I didn't have any references to work on. It was just pure imagination work. And moving on to the next spread, it is one of the spreads I'm probably most excited about using. This is my to check out, media consumed, whatever you want to call it, spread. So I just again did the same line with the patterns on top, and then I did little doodles for music, TV shows, films and games on the bottom line here. So I would write down what exactly was it, what type of media was it, and maybe when did I check it out, did I like it, maybe some little remark here and there. And as the satisfying part of the peeling off the washi tape is done, we are moving on to the new spread that I have never tried before. This is a 101 things to do. I haven't found these 101 things to do to write down here yet, so if you have any ideas and lists, please let me know in the comments. I would love to see some of your preferences. But making of this spread is extremely easy. I just did exactly the same pattern type on the top line, wrote down all the 101 number, did a little date column because I wouldn't mind tracking when exactly did I do it, just for myself. But to decorate the bottom line, I decided to do a little bit different, and instead of doing a white patterns on a blue background, I just left the page white and did the blue patterns with the same type of blue I used for the background. Moving further to the next page is the spread that I would usually not really show on camera, and I would do it in the end of my journal, but this year I decided to put a little bit more emphasis on it. It is my next journal spread. It is also pretty simple to set up, just some notes that you can write down that you would want to have something in your journal, then some things that you want to try out, like different themes, different layouts, and the second page is just filled with the boxes that resemble the pages of the journal, where you could maybe draw some patterns, maybe try out something new there, just like a little sketch of what you want to try in the future. And just like this, my 2023 setup is done. I am very happy with how this journal handles gouache drawing so far. 180 GSM is a very thick paper. I quite enjoy this pattern I chose for decoration, and I definitely really like and very excited to try all the spreads that I have done so far. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you pretty soon in my January setup. Goodbye!